Well, hello there. Today we're going to be talking about and making empanadas. There's a place here in Milwaukee called the Crossroads Collective, and there's a empanada place in it, Triciclo. It makes great empanadas. And one of the things I like to do as a cook, as a chef, as a professional eater, which I'm a professional eater, is go to restaurants, go to different places, and find interesting things and then try to recreate them. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try to recreate a couple of these empanadas from the Crossroads Collective. What we have here, I have two that were made here in Milwaukee. Alright, so this is a steak empanada. I'm going to cut it open. You can see it's steak, potatoes, peas. And what we're going to try to do with this is recreate to a degree. The one that I'm really interested in is this one. And you'll see why in just a second. This is my favorite one from the empanada place. This is sweet potato, and it's got Gouda cheese, collard greens, and it's got a sauce in there, a little spicy yellow pepper sauce, which is what this is. So we're going to recreate the pepper sauce. We're going to recreate two different empanadas, the sweet potato one and then the steak one, and we'll show you how we're going to do that. Alright, let's show you how we make the dough. We're going to use Pie Crust pre-made. These are from the Kroger stores. Simply Truth Organic is their brand, but it doesn't matter. These are 9-inch around, and you can really get 4. This is a 4-inch bowl, 4-inch diameter. You can get 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one will be, we'll show you how to do that. So all you're going to do is go down to as close to the corner as possible. And you're going to press down, take a paring knife, and we're just going to cut around it. Alright. Pick this up, and that's going to be the empanada. So I'm going to put it on a parchment paper tray, and I'm going to make the other ones, same process. Alrighty. So we might be able to get one more out of this. I'll show you how. We're going to take scraps and just take a rolling pin and flatten it out a little bit. And looky there. Fits perfectly. The same cutting. And out of a 9-inch pie crust, we got 5 empanadas. So now I'll show you the beef empanada filling. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We've got 1/2 of a small onion chopped. Put that in. We've got a red bell pepper, small one, same. Got a little bit of chopped garlic. Put that in. Stir this. We've got our oven heated to 375. So when we fill the empanadas, put them in the oven for about 15 minutes or so. We're not going to deep fry them, we're going to bake them. We're going to add our meat. This happens to be Italian sausage. It's what I had extra laying around, so we're going to use that. And this is a situation where I'm not going to really need to overcook it because it's going to cook in. I just want to get rid of the pink. So this will cook with the aromatics. While this is cooking away, this is chili powder. It's New Mexico Red. My son Carlo lives in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and for Christmas came home and brought a lot of chilies with him. And this is the chili powder that we're going to use, flavor the empanadas. As always, a little salt and pepper. We'll incorporate all the flavors here. Not going to cook too long. Get the chili powder all over the aromatics and the meat. Use any kind of meat you want. Use turkey, use beef, obviously. This sausage just happened to be from another recipe that we had made and had extra. The New Mexico chili, a little shout out to Kevin, Man Kitchen Recipes, who's a New Mexico boy. When I go out to visit my son next time, I'm going to figure out a way to Kevin and I get together. All right, so this is about done, and we want it to cool off a little bit before we put it in. So we've shown you the beef. I will show you how we make the sweet potato filling, which is going to be my favorite. All right, for the sweet potato empanada, we're going to use butter. All right. So I have small cubes of some sweet potato, and then I steamed it, so they're pretty soft. I'm going to put those in after. Put in the onions. Let those saute a little bit. All right, same type of thing. The onions will need to cook a little bit more than the sweet potatoes, which are, for the most part, cooked. We'll put in our sweet potatoes. This is going to be really good. I love the sweet potato empanadas that are sold at the Crossroads Collective here in Milwaukee. Salt and pepper. Almonds. One of the other things we add is a little Parmesan cheese. And that's not the only cheese. That's just, as it cooks, we're going to top it with some Gouda cheese. And we need to add a little bit of chopped garlic. And this will just take a minute or two. All right, we're going to let this soften just slightly, and then we'll fill our empanadas. All right, we're ready to fill the empanadas, and we need a couple of things. We need egg wash and a brush. You need a fork to make those fancy things on the side for the empanadas, and we're going to top our filling with some cheese. Cheese is from Kroger, cheddar, Monterey Jack, a little spicy. We want to fill about a little over a third right there, not much more. I'm going to do 3 of the meat empanadas and then 2 of the sweet potatoes, since I'm the only one who really wants to eat the sweet potato. You don't want to overfill them, because then you won't be able to close them. A little cheese, and a little cheese. So, we want to fold this in half and use our fork to press down on the edges. All right, that's one. Put that off to the side. Number 2. All right, number 2, and then number 3. Okay, so those 3 are ready. And what we'll do, you put a little egg wash on each. Don't have to do both sides, especially if you use some parchment. All right, and now we'll fill the sweet potatoes. All right, so the sweet potato, we have a couple of things to put on. The first thing, this is collard greens that I steamed and blanched, so that's just going to go on the bottom. You can use spinach. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. So we add our filling. Sweet potato. Okay. And we'll grate a little Gouda cheese. And then the same process. Fold it in half. Fork to tamp the edge. Our egg wash. All right, we have our 5 empanadas. We're going to cook them in the oven for 15 minutes. We'll see how they turn out. Alright, so now we'll make the dipping sauce. The sauce from the empanada place in the Collective was a yellow pepper sauce. Not easy to find yellow pepper paste, which is what they use, so we punted, decided to try this salsa guacamole with serrano chili. It'll give it a little bit of a color tint, and it'll give it a little kick. So we're going to do equal amounts of sour cream and teaspoon, all right, and mayonnaise. And this is a similar to one of the sauces we have on our e-cookbook named sauces, which you can get download from our website cookingsecretsformen.com. So we're just going to put in a little bit, because this is very hot. In the cookbook, that is, we use sriracha for a sriracha dipping sauce. And could have used that here, but wanted to be a little bit closer to what the empanada was served with at the Collective. And if you do want to make it a little more yellow, you just add a little bit of mustard powder. Put a little bit of that in, a little taste, a little kick, and a little salt and pepper. And this is our dipping sauce that we will use for our empanadas. So here we are, just out of the oven. They look great. These two are the sweet potatoes. Put the little cilantro over here on the meat ones. This is the homemade pepper sauce, my secret ingredient of sour cream, mayonnaise, and a little hot sauce. And this is salsa. You can also serve with guacamole. So I hope you enjoy this recreation of the Crossroads Collective empanadas. But all in all, this is one of my favorite things to do. Go to a restaurant, recreate a dish at home. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please like our videos, subscribe if you're not already doing that. I want to thank everyone for their support. And as always, thanks for watching.